What's up, Big Matt? How you doing, baby?
Just selling it, man.
Yeah, man. Who
Selling
we are?
it.
Yo, we met actually a couple years back at the Rose Bowl
Oh, yeah?
when it was SC.
In '05, when
Yes.
Texas went to national championship.
See, he busted out the horns.
I did bust out the
It was good times, man. You were running around the Winnebagos, and we were tailgating,
Oh, yeah,
having a good
yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's fun. Good time when we tailgate.
Hell yeah, especially when you're playing in the national championship game.
Right.
And then even better when you win. Now I got a feeling you definitely got something to do with USC.
Yeah.
At least on that day you did.
On that day, yes.
They talked about the dynasty.
Oh.
The dynasty. They could never lose. Leinart, Bush. Oh, but look over here on the other side. And y'all knew it. With about 4 minutes to go, the USC fans kind of went, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Vince Young's they're gonna go score.
Yeah.
It kind of became who's gonna get the ball last, you know what I mean?
And he did.
He did.
Vince just ran in there.
That was still the most incredible sporting event I've ever been to. The way up and down, back and forth, it was just incredible.
It's good times.
Yeah.
It was better for you that day, but
Yeah. Well.
I'm all right. I've recovered. Saw the movie last night.
Yep.
Man.
What'd you think?
Good times. Great job.
Thank you.
And how do you, like, as far as research and preparation to play an attorney, what goes into that? Or do you do that?
Well, for me, look, I'm pretty comfortable basically in the attorney's shoes.
Right.
When I was at university in Texas, that's what I thought I wanted to do. I've always debated. I've spent time, when I was abroad in Australia, I spent 3 months in a courtroom working with these lawyers.
Wow.
I've done it, I was doing it for interning while I was in school. So I was always kind of, the courtroom was a stage that I kind of felt comfortable in.
Okay.
Defending someone is where I always was winning my debates too, more than prosecuting. Now in this, I went and hung out with different lawyers that do what Mick Haller does.
Okay.
This defense attorney, this guy who's sort of bottom feeding, chasing ambulances, looking for the next
Right.
gig, making $500 here, $600 here, just making it happen month to month.
Right.
And these guys are always cutting deals, man. It's like they're bookies. It's deal making central. It's not like it goes in, goes through the system, goes to court. No, 90% of these cases, hardly anything goes to court.
Wow.
They cut deals out. The prosecution says he needs to go in for 15 years. The defense says, no way, they're out of their mind. He needs to go away for 5. They settle on 9. Deal, next. I win, you win, let's move on. So the fact of their deal making so much. I sat in courtrooms with a federal judge, and you see these guys, they're performers when they're in the courtroom. They're performing.
Yes, they are.
And so they're acting. Some of them are good at it, some of them suck at it. I saw guys that had cases won that put their main client on the stand. And they had the thing licked. And they put the client on the stand. And the client did such a poor acting job, basically convicted himself by his poor acting. And the jury just went, that guy's full of BS. I don't believe that guy.
Right.
I also saw cases where it did not look like one side was going to win. And they put their client on, and the client did such a good job. Maybe they were telling the truth, maybe they weren't.
Yeah.
They did such a good job, they won the case. The other thing is this, most of the time, all right, you go by any jails, obviously everyone's innocent. Everyone
Right.
says, I'm innocent.
They swear by it.
I've been to many, and everyone says, I got a specific story, and here's why I'm
Right.
innocent,
Right.
Fact is, most of them are not. Defense attorneys know that defending somebody, that they're usually, maybe they don't deserve the sentence that the prosecution's asking for, but they're usually guilty to some extent. The job of what's considered a victory for a defense attorney is to just lessen that sentence. More times than not, than getting someone fully acquitted and found fully innocent. Again, deal making. Outside the courtroom, it's deal making.
Yeah.
I'll give you this, you give me that. So it's a system. And Mick works the system.
It's a system, and you pulled it off, brother.
Thank you, man.
Brilliantly, man.
Thank you.
Great seeing you again, man.
Good to be
My
here.
mother
man.
loves you, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell your mama hello, man, and mucho gusto.
I will, brother.
All right?
Thank you, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. I'm proud of this movie. I think it's pretty powerful.
Why do you think you pull off playing a prick so well?
I don't know because I'm such a good dude. Like, and the other thing is, man, often I get cast as like this rich guy, privileged. I grew up like lower middle class outside of Philly. My family struggled. I don't know if it's the blonde hair or it's the way I look. They always want to make me be these rich, elitist a-holes, you know? But they are fun to play.
Are they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so much more fun even than being like the hero or the main protagonist character. When you are doing that in a film, there are so many rules that kind of come along with it because the audience has to relate to you. You have to be the good guy that everyone kind of, you know, follows and connects to. Right. And then when you get to be the villain, man, all bets are off. You can just kind of go as crazy as you want to, and that's fun for an actor.
And you know you did your job, and we're looking at the screen like, man, this motherfucker right here,
Right.
You just want to kick his ass, you know? Like, if I
Right.
saw him on the street, I just like smack him,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you did a great job.
No, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was it working with Matthew and everybody, Marisa, everybody, man?
It's such a great ensemble cast, and
Yes.
the reason why those actors came to make this movie is because there's not a lot of scripts like this, you know? The multiplexes, the cinemas are full of 3D and sequels, and that stuff's fun.
It's cool.
But this
but-
you can sink your teeth into.
And it doesn't mess up my eyes.
Right, exactly, exactly. You don't have to
I'm
wear
like,
glasses.
Mom, I can't see.
Yeah.
I can't see. Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
you don't have to wear the glasses so you don't look corny. You can go on a
Right.
date and still look like a man, you know, the
Right.
man. But I love, there's something refreshing about this movie in comparison to a lot of the stuff that's been out. It's very gritty and real. It makes you think. You're kind of, as an audience member, you're kind of putting the puzzle together as the film goes along. And
Definitely.
I like things that make you think, too. It's good
Me
to have a
too.
little junk food. It's good to have, like, the big escapist, you know, action movie. But it's nice once in a while to have something to chew on, I think.
Right. I like chewing on things.
Yeah.
You can see. I felt like I was in the back of the Lincoln, man. Sometimes
Really?
hanging out.
Really? I
Talking
like
about,
that.
yo, he needs to go do this and go do that.
I think it's kind of fresh too that he listens to rap and that he's, you know, he's being driven around because he lost his license for drinking. Like it's interesting that he's kind of a flawed character, Matthews. You know, he's not the white knight. He doesn't come in as a hero and save the day kind of thing.
Yeah. And you guys shot this in 30-some days.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, was it just every day on the grind, just shooting this, shooting that?
It was, and we pretty much shot every day downtown, like in Lincoln Heights and East LA.
Lincoln Heights? I'm sorry, I have cousins there.
Oh,
You
you
guys
do?
shot, when you say a neighborhood or a hood,
I hear
you
it,
got
yeah.
Lincoln Heights? I'm sorry, I have cousins.
I know that well. I know that. But it was great to shoot a movie in LA about LA. LA is very much a character in this film, and we're seeing like the underbelly, the grittier side, not the palm tree lined streets of Beverly Hills or Malibu. This is like the real LA that a lot of times isn't depicted on film. So I think it's cool for that reason.
It's very cool for that reason,
Yeah.
bro. What's next for you, man?
I have a movie coming out called The Bang Bang Club in April that's about combat photographers in South Africa at the end of apartheid. It's a real hardcore
Wow.
indie drama. Yeah, and then I did a movie with Bruce Willis and 50 Cent that's coming out sometime soon. I'm not sure when, and I'm working on some things as a producer too. So
Man, congrats, brother.
yeah, thank you, dude.
Good seeing you, man.
All right, good seeing you.
Good job, man.
Definitely. Appreciate it.